Ask the author a few questions.
Do you yield?
I yield.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you bringing this bill forward, and frankly, it's kind of unfortunate we have to have a bill like this, and we've heard of the bigotry and the missteps that can be used in religion and faith. I think it's important to remind us of where it was used properly. As we know, first commandment, the greatest commandment, is we're to love one another. And if you look at religion and the role it played, actually, let's go back to what Senator West had to say in slavery. You remember William Wilberforce. You remember what he's noted for.
I don't have the exact quotes. If you do, share.
Well, I mean, he opposed slavery at the time. When slavery, so he was a man of religion, a man of faith that opposed slavery. And in this current day and time, as a politician, do you feel like he may have needed a defense?
Yeah, I think religion, and I use the term really, I think we ought to regard faith. Religion is somebody's belief based on what they believe in their way of operation, but faith is something internal. And I think we need to make that distinction, because there's a lot of religions out there that do bad things. And there's a lot of really good faith-based people that do really good things, that get wrapped up in that bigger discussion a lot of times. And it's those people that seem to be in this day and time getting run over for practicing that faith. And I think, honestly, some of the commentary here is, if you can't practice your faith, I don't know what we look like tomorrow, because we've already seen evidence of what happens when you turn away from some really moral precepts that happen to be faith-related.
Correct. And it's not that faith can't be used, or religion couldn't be used inappropriately, but a religion based on love, based on caring for one another, with that being the premise, the foundation, picturing it as being purely bigotry or racist, it doesn't seem to fit with what my understanding is of what is the dominant faith that we have in Texas, really. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree with that.
And so, I mean, I understand that in any faith, in any society, you're going to have a small portion of people that will take advantage of situations, and take advantage of words, in this case, take advantage of religion. But the overall, it's kind of not what we see in our society. Would you agree?
I agree.
But yet it seems like, for the sake of tolerance, we've become very intolerant of religion.
A great statement.
And it seems like in our go for tolerance, that intolerance has led to a threat that needs a defense, unfortunately. Would you agree?
I agree. Purpose of Senate Bill 17.
Okay, and so the purpose of Senate Bill 17, would that preempt federal law?
No.
Would that guarantee success in fighting against any federal law that protected these rights?
No.
So if it's not going to win every time, it seems like we've been misled on some of the arguments on how bad this bill would be. It just seems like it would be a defense for those speaking of tolerant or intolerant of people of faith. Is that?
That is correct.
And so really what you're doing is try to bring tolerance to the tolerant.
That's a good way to put it.
I appreciate your bill.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.